Okay, gotta get see if the Kenworth will run. Need to move the excavator. Got a job to do. Been trying to buy a license for it through the state, through some new Circla, some Scottish outfit. Developed some ridiculous program to license and it doesn't work. Come on, baby. Hope the batteries are up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Nope. Shit. So our batteries died. Our Freightliner batteries. Yep. Freightliner Alliance. Those were in the truck when we bought it. Rick Warner Freightliner had a ton of these, and I think they traded them in for Freightliners. Something. Anyway, they've been dang good batteries, but I got a problem here. So they had this Mickey Mouse cable on there, and they had that soldered on. So you got a 4-gauge wire that goes in here, the battery box, and it connects right here. And then you've got, looks like a 1/0 cable coming from the breaker around to the other end. Had to go down to the Kenworth dealer and get a starter relay and a crossover cable. So I went ahead and got these batteries. They were on sale. They were $94 a piece. They're Kenworth's TRP brand. They're made by East Penn Manufacturing in Pennsylvania. I don't know who that is. Maybe you guys do. So I've had my small charger on at 2 amp all night on this one. And then I put my Solargizer on there, which tells me whether or not it's any good. And it zoomed up to 100%. Says it's a good battery. I'm not getting the bad battery signal. Had it on that one all night. It's good. So I've got 2 fully charged batteries. And that one's charging now. But I'm not putting these batteries in the truck till I make sure they're all good and that they test good, because the last thing you want is some voltage problems, a bad battery dragging the rest of them down, or causing you some computer problems. So that is a shunt, and things are growing pretty damn green. So I'm taking that all apart and cleaning it up, all the wires. Got me a new starter solenoid installed. So, and I discovered right here that these are engine fuses. I didn't know that. Did not know those were there. What a wiring mess. This is a crimping kit for battery cable ends. And then I also got me the cutter for the cable. And I got these from Temco. And I think I found them on Amazon. They're out of California. And this is the same company that I bought my little hollow center jack and then the other short one. Anyway, it's really cool because you just pump the handle, put the dies in here, and it does the crimping. So I've got to cut this off and crimp an end on it. I'll show you how that works. Okie dokie, Smokey. So I could solder this on where it's a copper fitting, but I'm going to use this. But first thing I got to do is put some heat shrink over it to seal this up before I crimp it. So this thing has to lay, goes in. This has got to be upright like this. Just take this and you pull the pin, and you're going to slide that one in there, and and this one in there like that, and then close the pin. I got it in there. This is how they go, and then we'll get this end in there. Like that, and then let's see, I've never used it. Tighten the valve, make sure that's pushed on tight, and start pumping. And away we go. And you just crimp it down till the dies are together. Let her off. Let's see how she did. Okay, there's the finished product, crimped. Does a really good job. This is the cool part about it, is you got plenty of room to slide your dies in and plenty of room to put like a positive or negative cable in there and then put the die in if that's what you have to do. It's a really good tool if you're looking for like those jacks that you saw me pull the dampener off the front of the 343. Piece of cake. Or that shaft out of the block. These are the people to go see. It's temcoindustrial.com, but they've got an Amazon store. You can go there. Anyway, it's just really super. It's good quality stuff. From everything I read, it's made in California. So, good equipment. Okay, here's the best part about this. Check this out. 1 year full refund, no matter what. It says even if it's opened, used, or broken, we'll still accept your return and we'll pay shipping both ways, no restocking fee. And how many outfits do you find that'll do that? Oh, that's cool. Hey, I'm getting there. I got 2 fully charged batteries in, got this all cleaned out, got my shunt cleaned up, and the cable ends, got the new starter relay in, but I got an issue there. So this one, the original wires are a push-on boot, and the stud on these is bigger than the old one, and they're not going to stay on there, so I'm going to have to cut the ends on and put round eye ends on it and bolt it down securely. Otherwise I think they're going to rattle off, and then the next time you go to start, it's not going to start. So I just got to go get the other 2 batteries and get them in there and then bolt everything up. We're ready to blow smoke. So I was putting that cable on that top terminal of that shunt in there, and it broke off, and you can see that's the only piece right there that was holding it on. The lighter colored brass is where she broke. The darker, it's been broke for quite some time. Anyway, so this is in the Seattle warehouse. There's only one other one, and that's in Albuquerque. Kenworth, no Kenworth dealers stock this. There's only 2 in the whole system. And mine had to break. So it's like 4 to 5 days of freight, which I find that amazing. From Seattle, that ought to be about 3 days, but whatever. So they're going to try to get it ordered. It be about 2 o'clock in Seattle. If they're lucky, they'll get it out to us. But I'm dead in the water until I can get that fixed. It's made by Stuart Warner, but Kenworth only has 2 anywhere. 1 in Albuquerque and 1 in Seattle. Got a dang geographical oddity. Hey, good Saturday morning, everybody. Got some stuff going in the Jpaydirt box. I got a couple of hats going to Cody in Sand Creek, Michigan, if I can hold all this, and some calendars, one going to Don in Indiana and Chris Taylor in Cooperstown, New York. Cooperstown, everybody knows where that is. Anyway, thanks for helping Jeff out. So we'll see what's in the Daily rag today. Nothing interesting. I'll go read the obituary, see if I'm still alive. My progress was halted the other day on the Kenworth because this stud broke off my shunt when I was tightening it. There wasn't much holding it on, just that little bit right there. So I called Kenworth. They wanted $88 for this. There was only 2 in the whole United States, one in Seattle warehouse, one in Albuquerque. So I went looking, shopping, found this one at Summit Racing. This was only $44. It's a 413717. It's the same identical one to this one. It's a 300 amp rated shunt. This is how these go together. So you've got these conductive plates, and then you've got all these brass washers that go between here. And mine was growing a lot of green on there. I cleaned these all up. What a waste of time. If I'd have known it was going to break off, I wouldn't have. This one's been getting ate up quite a bit. There's still green down in there. You can see it. So what does this do? So shunts are used in a lot of modern electronic stuff now. If you remember, the old A model Kenworths had 2 big 4-gauge wires that went in, hooked to the back of the amp meter, and then you pulled all your power off of the amp meter. And everybody knows what that caused. It was a headache, a mess, a lot of wires. So what they've done now is your juice is wired in a series through this shunt, and then right here and right here is where your amp meter, voltmeter comes off of. And this is kind of a diagram of how this works. So it can measure the voltage drop in there and give a reading. And these have a super low resistance. This one's rated at 0.00065 ohms. So anyway, your power comes off of this. And so I'm assuming where it's rated for 300 amps, if you were to have a major short, it would burn these in 2, I'm assuming. Those of you that work on trucks that understand this, please enlighten me as to what they do exactly. I haven't been able to find a lot of information on it, but I have educated myself enough. Been doing printing out some stuff and reading about them. And I now realize this isn't 50s technology. This is actually a good idea. I really like the idea of not running your power cables inside the cab. Okay, there's the shunt with the amp meter or voltmeter wires hooked up. They screw onto the end. But when you tighten these things or loosen them with a wrench, you got to have these wires off. But when you put your wrench on there, make sure that you reach in and you support that wrench, or that don't just push on it like you would a regular bolt, because these are just brass, and then they're in this plastic housing, and you're going to break them off. And I think that's what happened to the other one, is somebody went after it with a big old wrench and horked on it and cracked it. And then don't over torque it. I don't think it's going to take a lot of abuse. It'll twist that out of the inside of that plastic. So the way I'm doing this is just take some 3M crocus cloth, fold it over and get the square edge in here. This is the part that spacer goes in, and just gently go around it like that. This is copper, but it's coated with some other stuff, and I don't want to take that off. I just want to shine it, clean it up. Anyway, then I just take this, and I've got a buffing pad here, a red one. You just run it across there and it cleans that brass up. And then take it and pop her back in here. Then you can run your knife in here. On some of those where I had some green corrosion, I ran it in here like this and got the stuff out. I sprayed it with some cleaner, some Permatex cleaner that ate that crap up. And then you just use water to flush it out. Because if you don't get rid of it, it just keeps growing. There we go. back in. So the thing is, if you don't clean these out and they're really super corroded in there, you're going to end up not making a good connection. So that's why you do that. So when you hook these cables up and you're going to have two of them that stack, make sure that this cable goes on first and that this piece that goes in here that raises it up so it can contact it goes on first, like that. And then over here where you've got nothing is where your other end is going to go. So see, and then that one there is going to fit on top of that. So if you got these switched around, you're not going to get a good connection. You may not get any connection because of that rubber. Okay, and then the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to buy yourself some new nuts. Don't be a cheapskate and try to use crap like that, because that's just going to cause you problems. So replace your nuts too. I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see what happens when we turn the key on. No voltmeter. See if it'll start. Amp meter's working now. It didn't used to work, but I got no volt gauge. Well, at least we're running. You know, sometimes that volt gauge works and sometimes it don't. So, but the amp gauge is working. Okay, I want to see if I can use the retarder and build power and boost. Yep, we're building boost before we get to 180, so either the bad batteries or the corroded shunt cured our problem. Hey everybody, I want to introduce you to some of my awesome subscribers. I want to start out with Matt, and no, I did not forget a T on front of that. That's the way he spells it. Matt is at Kremzar from Durham, Connecticut. K-Bros Landscaping. Anyway, thanks for watching and subscribing, Matt. Farmer John Lindquist out of Rochelle, Illinois. Farmer John, he sent me the taps and the discs and the adhesives and all that and the printout of what they're used for. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Thank you, John. Dwayne, is it Ferris from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thank you, Dwayne. Ralph Deemy from Pensacola, Florida. And good old Ray Bustabade from Laytonville, California. I sent Ray a couple of my old Super Dodge wheels to put on his truck. I hope those are still working out. I hope they haven't fell off, Ray. If not, I'm not giving your money back. There was no guarantee. And Mel Goss from Florence, Kentucky. Thank you, Mel, for subscribing. Hey, if you wondered why I'm doing the whiteboards like this, it's so I could get the camera up there so you could see your name better. And then I'm kind of standing here in the background. There. Now you can see me, can't you? Yeah. Kind of like that? No? Hey, gonna be leaving Monday to go down to Con Expo, be gone all week. I got some videos I'm working on, I'll release. But if you'd like to see what's going on at Con Expo, see some pictures, video, go check out either my Facebook page or my Instagram account under Jpaydirt. Instagram, I like it way better than Facebook. It's so much easier to search for things you're interested in, and there's so much cool stuff. None of the garbage that Facebook has. So go check out Instagram Jpaydirt. Also, too, if you'd like an Anderson construction calendar or the hats, go to my store, www.jpaydirt.com. If you'd like the coloring books, click on the link below in the pinned comment to go to Amazon to find those. I really appreciate your support. Somebody last week asked me to be truthful about how much money I made on YouTube. I said, yeah, I don't got a problem with that. So I went and looked, and from like Monday to Wednesday, I made 28 bucks. When I did a premiere one time, somebody donated me $10. Google gave me $4.99 of it. They take 45% of all the ad revenue, so I really appreciate you supporting me. If you'd like to buy any of my stuff, on the Jpaydirt homepage, which would be up there by the picture of the 666, you'll see the Facebook, the Instagram, and then there's a little white square there that doesn't have anything in it. Click on that, that'll take you to my store. For some reason, my store icon isn't there, but it will take you to the store. Wearing my t-shirt that Dennis Howard sent me. I need to get some t-shirts. I'm working on that. Just give me some time. I'm busy, so I'll get that done, because I think a lot of guys really would like t-shirts, and that would help me support me in the stuff I do. So thank you.